or the UK boxes you in, the UK puts you in a space where you can't really thrive. I think the problem is from people we meet here already, right? There are some people that, there are people who already came into this country and I'm not saying everybody, right? But there are people who came into this country and then they were in a space where they can't progress. They didn't have a potential to progress. So when anybody else comes into this country, you're like, oh, you can't do this. You can't do this. They have those conversations with you, and then I think mentally you box yourself. Yes, there are restrictions in the UK, and I think even with those restrictions, there are people who are actually making it.
Yeah.
Right. The fact that it doesn't rain, it doesn't mean that people are not eating.
Yeah.
The UK will put a ceiling over you, but I think it's also up to the person himself to like try to maneuver the ceiling. The UK has this thing,
yeah.
It puts you in a survival state.
Yeah.
You constantly feel like
and the bills are
you always feel like you are drowning.
I'm telling you.
You are always drowning. And the difficulty is just like Shakros was saying, the people that we have come to meet here, they will push you down.
When you get into the UK, right? You don't give up. Like you look for ways, even though yes, you have to do other jobs to survive, but you don't give up on it. Because in the UK, I've seen a lot of people give up. I've been in spaces where when the person is talking, you can see a broken spirit.
I swear.
The UK will break you.
I'm telling you,
the UK will break you, right?
Everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Truth Podcast. Today we'll be having lots and lots of interesting conversation. You don't want to miss this. All you have to do, just like you've always done, just be tuned on your TV or wherever you're watching us from and listen to this conversation, because it is meant to educate and maybe analyze some, put in one or two that some questions that we have. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and even recommend our channel to anybody that wants to listen or learn one or two. So today with me in the studio, I have Shakros, but I'm gonna allow Shakros to introduce himself.
Okay, so I'm Shakros Ajiman. I own a web design agency. We also build softwares, and then I've been in the UK for 2 to 3 years. Earlier we were having a conversation when my colleague here said you have to give it a range. 2 to 3 years. So if you say 2 years, people don't really expect it to be like 2 to 3 years.
Sure.
Been in for 2 to 3 years, and it's been an amazing journey. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, thank you. And then we have a beautiful lady with us today. I'm always happy to have my kind in the building, so we can always talk from the female angle. So maybe please introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Millicent. I'm just a very, very opinionated person. I have so much to say about everything.
Yeah.
And I'm currently doing so many things. I'm trying to write a book. I'm trying to start a non-governmental organization. I'm trying to run a business. And basically, I'm trying to live my life in a way that pleases me. That's just all I'm about.
That's the best part of life, it's not about how you live. At the end of the day, did you live a fulfilled life? Sometimes it's not even about making money. Yeah. It's if you were fulfilled with whatever lifestyle you live. So today, I'm Nigerian and they are Ghanaians. It's going to be really interesting. And another thing that will make this discussion really interesting is the fact that we have all been in the UK almost the same time, like 3 to 2 years, as it is 2 to 3 years, as we've all said. So I believe that we've had experience from these different places that we've come, and how long we've come. So being in Ghana and being in the UK, I want to throw this question to Shakros, because Shakros is more of someone that wants, like, he has a focus and dream. Me, I have that focus and dream, but somehow I feel like the UK kind of suppresses me and gives me challenges, and like, no, it's more like would I say not stereotype, but there's a way the system has been structured.
Boxed.
Yeah, it's been structured that, all of us, we were really something back home. And then when we come here, so just tell me something.
All right, so I know people have this mentality. I know this is going to be a little bit controversial, but I know people have this mentality that the UK boxes you in, the UK puts you in a space where you can't really thrive. I think the problem is from people we meet here already, right? There are some people there are people who already came into this country and I'm not saying everybody, right?
Yeah.
But there are people who came into this country and then they were in a space where they can't progress. They didn't have a potential to progress. So when anybody else comes into this country, you're like, oh, you can't do this. You can't do this. They have those conversations with you, and then I think mentally you box yourself.
Yeah.
But I think with this generation that is coming into the UK, I think we've seen dreams die, right? Back home, you saw that dreams, yes, you can achieve your dreams in your country, but we saw dreams die. We saw how detrimental it could be. So when we came into the country, we're like, nobody's going to stop me. Right? Nobody's going to stop me. So I think it's a mental game that we inherited. Yes, there are restrictions in the UK, and I think even with those restrictions, there are people who are actually making it.
Yeah.
Right? The fact that it doesn't rain, it doesn't mean that people are not eating.
No, see, we are eating, we are doing well. In fact, some of us look fresher when we come over here.
Yeah.
We dress even better when we come over here. But the truth is, there's a struggle.
Yeah, the struggle exists, all right. But,
Can I join me?
Yeah.
I think the system in the UK it's truly the system is a bit restraining.
Yeah.
Think of it like a box. Once you enter the UK, it's like a box, and immediately you enter, they quickly close the box.
Sure.
So now it's up to you to fight to get out of the box, and it's not easy. One of the difficult things that makes the UK very, very restraining is you have regulations that does not allow
it doesn't allow this, doesn't allow that, especially when you're on a visa.
So even as a creative person, you are not allowed to do it. It puts a ceiling over you, and you are not allowed to climb. So I think, just like Shakros was saying, the UK will put a ceiling over you, but I think it's also up to the person himself to try to maneuver the ceiling.
But the time is running. Like, there's no time. So sometimes, let's talk about people that come with student visa. You have the time you came with student visa. Now you are not allowed to do any other thing like work during that time, more than 20 hours. And then you waited until you're done, and then you get to the post-study visa where you would want to get a COS to help you navigate your way. And then that's the only window for me that I feel like you can use to build yourself. But before you close your eye and open, the 2 years is gone. And then maybe you just settle, okay, let me just settle for COS and just get it. You are now meant to work 40 hours every week. So how many days do you have to yourself? And then you can't work somewhere else or do only business and all of that. So it kind of puts us in the box and make it really difficult for us to even,
For that, I think the UK has this thing, it puts you in a survival state.
Yeah.
You constantly feel like,
and the bills out.
You always feel like you are drowning.
I'm telling you.
You are always drowning. And the difficulty is, just like Shakros was saying, the people that we have come to meet here, they will push you down.
Sure.
Because they have survived in a way that,
And they want you to survive like that.
So it's
I want chakras to also throw more light to the people that you come and meet here, because it is very important. Because three things that makes coming to the UK: when you have the right information, you have the right people, and you are at the right, environment. Because it depends.
And if you are here on the right path.
Sure.
Because the path here also truly does influence your future.
Yeah, it does. So sometimes the people, because they have lived some kind of life, they want to be like, no, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah. So I don't want to say speaking from experience, because if I say that, a lot of people are going to take offense. People that I know personally are going to take offense.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, there are people out there, and I think this is very common with Africans. Right?
Yeah.
The fact that I didn't get there, I don't want you to also get there. You get it? I know a lot of people who have information, they have knowledge, right, that can break you free.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
A lot of people don't even know most of the visa categories that they can jump on. Most people don't know it. So what happens is, the people who are supposed to guide you, they said if you work with
applied
3 fools, you are the 4th one.
I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
So the people who are supposed to be like, oh no, don't do that. Because the person came and went through A, B, C.
Yeah.
You are supposed to go through A, B, C. Right. They wouldn't want you to go any other way.
Yeah.
And also the stories, they want you to be in a way that, you see, Africans, or let's say Ghanaians, because I'm not Ghanaians, the goal is that, oh, I'll be able to build this in the house. I'll be able to send money home. But if you come to the UK and then you have this person that has never built anything, when you try to do something like that, that's where I don't want to say the hatred or enviness or whatever it is, but it won't allow you to go the next level. So personally, I think for me, I was lucky in a sense that I'm stubborn. Right, there is this level of stubbornness that I have, that if you are choking me, if I'm getting choked in this space, I want to get out. I don't care what you're saying.
Sure.
Right, because you haven't been able to get out. Right. So I want to get out, and with that, I did a lot of research, and I realized, okay, there are a lot of things I can do. Yeah, the UK is restricted. It pushes you down, but at least there's a breathing room, and that's what I try to do. And I'm working on that.
Anyways. But
I just want to quickly chime in that sometimes, like from my experience as a person that lives here, I've come to realize sometimes these people are not even coming from a place of pulling down. Some people are just genuinely coming from a place of pulling down, because that is human nature.
Yes.
I do not want you to be better than me. But I think sometimes it's also coming from a place of fear. It's like from
maybe
Africans,
being scared of the laws and all that.
As Africans, we live from a place of fear. That's like from my experience. When I first came into the country, I'm a very carefree person. Like I'm a happy-go-lucky person, but I realized that the voices of people have put fear in my head, and I constantly refuse to climb higher than I know I can. Because
that now makes us talked in the care. Most Africans are just talked, because I would say this one because it's obvious and it's something that is rampant. When we just come, there's this stages from warehouse, you walk small, and then you move to care, and then care, you're just there. So it's, and then until maybe you get ILR and all those things. And people that are not even realizing that you can be sponsored. You can sponsor yourself. You know, we have people that are artists, people that are tech pros, and a lot, they just come and drop it down and just go after care, and that's it.
Because the people you came to meet have told you that, Charlie, follow this route and you will get here. And they are doing that from a place of fear. They've told you, oh, what if you do this and it doesn't work? So you are constantly living in fear.
Okay, and also I think the care industry, that time, I think the care industry was growing very rapidly, because a lot of people were setting up care homes, care companies, and then I think the reason why people choose care, it's not because they want it, because I know a lot of people who hate care though. The reason why people choose it is because I'm not saying it's easy, but you can get into that space quicker than other spaces. You can either get into the warehouse easily. So warehouse and care is easy. Those easy places that you can actually get into very easily. So I think that's where people look at. And as Millicent was saying, we came to meet people who are already doing it.
Sure.
Right? So if I come and my uncle was like, oh, this place care to help you. They can even sponsor you. At the end of the day, you are looking for freedom. So when you think in your head, if I get sponsored, oh, I can serve 5 years, I can serve 3 years, then I can get my ILR. So that's why a lot of Africans chime into that part. And as Millicent said, because of the fear, you can't try and look outside the box. But if you look outside the box,
you might get it. They feel like you might just get it wrong or spoil something.
Yeah, or you're going straight back home. So I think a lot of people are living in fear in the UK, and I think a lot of education needs to be done. Yeah.
What are the things you think that we Africans can do? No, not just Africans, but anybody who have migrated, like immigrated to another country, to UK per se. What are the things that you think we can do that can help us navigate our way out of this particular system, like the step-by-step warehouse care? It just stops there. What can we do?
So this question is a very difficult question to answer, right?
Yeah.
But what I can say is, as an individual, you have to have a goal.
Sure.
If you have the goal, right, now you can map. So I have this thing that I do is that anything I want to achieve, right, I look at the end result first and I map my way back, right?
Yeah.
So if in your head you want to be, let's say, you want to be a doctor, right? When you get into the UK, right, you don't give up. Like you look for ways, even though yes, you have to do other jobs to survive, but you don't give up on it. Because in the UK, I've seen a lot of people give up. I've been in spaces where when the person is talking, you can see a broken spirit.
I swear.
The UK will break you.
I'm telling you, the UK
will break you, right?
I can tell you how many times I cried when I came here, and I don't even think it has stopped because seasonally, you just be like, because it's, I don't know why what are the reasons you think that makes us cry? Because
we are not used to first there's seasonal depression.
Yeah.
Like it's always dark. I'm not used to that. We are not used to the cold.
Yeah.
And I find that socially, we come from a place where it's not an individualistic environment.
Yeah.
Back home in Africa, like at least you get somebody to ask you how you are doing.
Sure.
Over here, I realize most people call me weird because when they ask how I'm doing, I genuinely tell them how I'm doing. Like,
sure. Of course. But do you think people back home actually believe us most times when we are like, no? Of course they think you have it better. And I personally, I think it's also about like, what are your goals from life? Like, what is it that at the end of your life you want to achieve? Yeah.
So there are some people that I've realized there are people that will do anything for money. Like, if they're in the UK and they say their job is to bury 100 dead bodies every day, as long as they're getting paid, they're okay. And there are people who also don't look at money as their final product. They look at peace of mind.
Sure.
So I think it's about what it is you as a person you want and what you consider success.
So if you have a plan in mind, right?
Yeah.
Stick to it. Because here's the thing. You can be anything. You see, I know this.
Is it realistic?
You can be anything you want to be in the UK. I'm not gonna lie. You can be anything you want to be in the UK. It's gonna be hard. But you can.
You have to break it.
You have to.
You have to break it.
There are countries that it's easy, no matter what the visa you're on, you can do a lot of things, right? The UK has its own perks, right?
Yeah.
But you have to have a plan. Okay, the reason why I'm going to the UK is that I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Does it go with the laws? So you have to also, I think one thing people don't know is that There are rules and regulations in the UK. There are laws.
Yeah.
Right? But people are so afraid that they
So even read the law or even get to know themselves.
So they are so afraid that they create laws in their head.
And just keep themselves in the
Yes,
box.
they create laws in their head.
Yeah.
So, hey, this place, if we're going to do this, they create laws that don't exist. So try to know the laws, try to know the regulations, right?
Yeah.
Every law and regulation has a loophole.
I think the reason why everybody is putting themselves in the box is because there is one thing that every African is trying to achieve, which is ILR. Is that the main reason why one immigrant?
I think the what Africans are trying to achieve in this UK is freedom.
Freedom from?
Freedom to do anything they want. That's why they worship the ILR. Right? Because if I'll let you chime in, right?
Yeah.
If you have ILR,
yes,
now you can do anything job you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point of it?
But that is too long for me.
It's too long. So it's like people. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
It takes 2 days or whatever for you to develop a habit, right? And imagine doing care for 5 years. Your brain is not care, right? So when you're done with the ILR, that's why when you go to some care homes or go to some industries, I've been here for 16 years.
Yeah, I'm telling you, especially warehouse, you see somebody, the other one it was a woman, she just strong and like, I've been here for 21
years. It's not them. It's so
a job I'm struggling.
Yeah. I also think Africans are very easily influenced by the herd mentality. Like, I know I was influenced. Like, when I first came into the country, before I take any decision, they'll be like, no, this is what you're supposed to do. So, like, we have not even looked at other parts because the 30,000, the 40,000 people that came before us, they say this is what we are supposed to do. So we put our head down and we just do that.
So, what are the things you think that we Africans can do?
Personally, right? I think I've said it 3 times now. Have a plan.
Have a plan? One.
Understand the country you're going into, right? You have to see. I know there are people in the US who are struggling.
Yeah.
There are people in Australia who are struggling. There are people in the UK obviously struggling. There are people in Portugal struggling.
Sure.
Right? Have a plan. Have a plan and then create a great wall around that plan. So that nobody can mentally break that wall. And
I'm telling you, you need to be so focused.
And then understand the rules. Because if you don't know the rules, anybody are told, you're not supposed to go here. And then you can go anywhere you want. Right? People forget that the UK is 4 countries.
Yeah,
people forget it.
People do,
right? So people being England, I'm here, bro. There are 4 countries, right? There are 4 countries. All of them have different legislatures, right? There are a lot of things that are closed, but they all have. Read all of them, and I said, okay, this thing I want to do, I can actually do it here, and take advantage of it.
Sure.
Right? Before we like, the UK is depressing. UK is I don't want to use the F word, but the UK is so depressing.
It is.
Right? It is so depressing. Right? But guess what? You're not the only depressed person. So if you're able to get up, right, you can rule.
You can.
And if you get up too, you can hold other people's hands and then guide them out of it.
Yeah. So what I want to actually advise or tell anybody out there who has a business mindset, not just business, but maybe talent or, they are pros in their field. What I want to tell them is if you're in a dependent visa, you can maximize that opportunity.
Yeah, I want to say something about that.
Yeah.
The type of people, right, that have come to realize that.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what to say, but I have to hold back. Right? There are a lot of people that I look at them and I'm like, but you're on a dependent visa. That means you're not restricted.
I'm telling you.
So why?
I wish I was but
I've also come to realize that at first I used to think about it so much, but I've also come to realize it's one thing after the other. There's always another problem.
Yes.
Like there is always another problem. So that's why.
Somehow I feel like there are some people that comes on COS. See, there's a way this country is. You would think you are saving money, until one thing just comes, it will wipe away that money in your pocket.
That's true.
So sometimes you could have like a guy I know with kids that they came here COS. All of a sudden they revoked his, and then with the wife. Because it's the wife that has the COS. Now both the wife and the children and all we're now looking for COS to keep them back. Now they have to be focused on getting that COS first before they even think about their life or exploring.
That's the issue. The UK was like there was circle around.
But I believe if you are someone that moves strategically.
Yes, that's the thing.
I want to make a correction, right? So the dependent thing, right? I think the reason why most people go into industries such as care and the warehouse is because most dependents that come, they come with children.
Oh yeah.
Right. And the minute you get here, you need to support. Especially they don't have a backbone.
And it's really hard.
So these industries, they actually help you. You can really enter these industries quicker and then start making money, right? But my problem is those who don't have children, right? You come, you have everything here, and then now people don't have plans. I think that's the problem.
That's the problem. Let's just put it that way. If you've chosen to be in the UK, you should, and then you really want to break out from the box, as we've said it, you have to have plan, you have to go for that plan, and make it happen. Especially when you have advantages on your visa, when you're not restricted. So you don't end up being like, maybe I worked more than the hours, or I did another job while I wasn't, so you don't get tight or restricted or whatever it is. That's what I think.
Yes. Chase your goals.
Yeah.
Chase your goals. Even if you're in hell, chase your goals.
I'm telling you.
If you chase your goals, right? Nobody, right?
Of course.
I'm not gonna lie. Nobody there's no one in the world that added God and then followed their goals.
Yeah.
And they failed. No, you can follow it.
Yeah.
See, the wind will blow crazy. The wind will try and.
Because there's a lot of, I will tell you, there is a lot of opportunity. I've been in the UK. I've seen how the UK
But from my experience, I've come to realize I'm suffering because I did not have a plan. And if I could call back, I am making a plan so badly.
Sure.
You create it.
And then the funny thing, if you have a good credit score, you end up having you get money to even fund. Because I remembered when I was trying to register my company. As soon as I was done, it was like different banks were just coming after me, telling me, they can lend me money. I just did not want to.
All those things are advantages.
I'm telling you,
but most people don't know.
Yeah, they are advantages. And when you start making money, I'm telling you, you will make ridiculous amount of money. You would think it's
I'm listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
And it was about a discussion about why should somebody start a business in, let's say, Nigeria, Ghana, or as compared to the UK. And actually the person was like, it's better in the UK because the price is more.
Yeah.
Let's say if I'm a barber in Ghana, I'm charging 10 cedis.
Yeah.
But in the UK, 25,
I'm telling you,
25 pounds.
30, 35.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And then imagine you get, because I used to know of someone who, when my husband came newly to the UK, he was like, bro, I would like to give you a haircut. He tried to sell his business to him. And now, when my husband wants to go there to shave, he has to call because there's a lot of queues. Now imagine that guy has to 10 people in a day, which he would do more than
that.
He's good. He's good. And then the tax that you pay, you don't get to pay much tax when you own a company, like how you will pay as someone working for a company. Yeah, so that's it.
There are advantages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to go back to the credit score thing, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of black people, let's say Africans, right? I think we need to really take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Really take full advantage of that because
some people will say it ties you down to pay.
No, so I know I personally know a lot of British people, right, who were born here, that have shit credit.
Of course.
They have shit credit.
Yeah.
Right? But you came here, you can start. Right? Because if you have a very good credit, it takes you a long way.
Yeah.
Especially people, if you can sacrifice your life for ILR, 5 years, right?
Yeah.
In 3 years, you can get a very good credit.
Sure.
Right? So I think also, to add to the checklist, plan, what do you call it? Know the rules and regulations and know how to build your credit. Because if you know how to build your credit,
you're good.
You're already set.
You're good.
Okay. To sort of end my whole point, I just want to say that it's really difficult to stand up when you are drowning.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and the UK puts you in a sort of survival state that it's difficult to breathe. So, like, if you are in this space, small, cool down.
I'm telling you.
Small. And every day that I wake up, I tell myself, you just have to take one step forward.
Yeah.
You don't have to do much. Just take one. You just have to bath today. You just have to go to work today. And at the end of the day, you have to look at what is it that you want to be. What is the life that you want to. Let's say if today you are watching this and you want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Right now you are let's say you work in a warehouse. You're doing 50 hours. Today when you wake up, you just have to go to work today.
Sure.
Then think, what will I do so that in the next 5 to 6 years I don't work here anymore?
Sure.
So even if you're down, it's small.
That's it.
I think people just need people around them to hold them up.
I would tell you my example, my experience. So when we're in the working, Shakros is my colleague at work. So I was like, this is what I'm into back home. You know, sometimes you see, it's not like the job, it's not the job I do. It's not like you have to do a lot, you know, to keep yourself active and that. But somehow there's no fulfillment because that's what I want to do.
It's because you see the gap between your potential and where you are right now.
Do you understand?
And it hurts you because you know you are capable of so much more.
Sure.
But if you were in Nigeria too, your potential would not just manifest on its own.
No.
It's like it's little steps, and I think as people that have come into the UK, and of course we are suffering.
Sure.
It's very difficult for us to look up and see the bright light. It's basically like you're drowning. Yeah. When you're drowning and somebody's trying to hold you up, you start to sputter.
You would panic.
You don't want the person to help you.
Sure.
But if only you will calm down, small. Sometimes I'm in the middle of the road and I have tears in my eyes and I have to tell myself small.
Yeah.
You just have to take the next step forward. And before you know it, in the next 50 years, you will be that doctor.
That's true.
So small.
50 years is long.
That is also the issue. I was talking to my friend about this. I kept telling my friend, I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
And I always say this, I say I want to retire at 35. Like, I'm not saying retire.
Yeah.
Like, I want to run my own business. I want to hold my own car keys and order food and stuff. Yeah. That is what I call retire.
Of course.
And because I've put an age limit on it, it eats me up at night. Yeah, I have grey hair right now.
Of course. Adulthood is serious. It's a serious business.
I have grey hair because every time I take my pen, I calculate 6 years till I retire, 7 years till and I'm not there. I'm not even at step 1.
I'm telling you.
I think as people, we have to.
You just have to start.
Yeah.
I would say thank you very much for this particular discussion. I believe that this would sound or serve as an inspiration to somebody out there listening to us today who is also in the UK and knows what to do but is stopped somehow. Just stand up and just start anyhow, anyway, just start. And I hope you viewers, you're able to share, like, and comment, interact. We'll be in the comment section and replying and reading whatever message you have for us that out there. So thank you very much for staying tuned with us. Follow us on all our social media platforms, like all our social media platforms. Follow us there. Click the like button, the subscribe buttons, and the like button. All of them. Just click. We are on all the social media platforms as NJ Media. So do well to follow us. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon on the next episode of the Truth Podcast. Thank you, and bye for now.